Yay, it's working! Hello everybody, and welcome back to Nancy Drew, Mystery of the Seven Keys. So, we just talked to the Hardy Boys, who are going to put us in contact with a special agent to help them with their previous case. Although I bet Ned would probably be more helpful, and he's a lot cuter. Okay, so, we are going to need to find a lappy top, because our huge giant cell phone won't be able to download that file. Okay, cool.
Oh, I don't mean to interrupt.
Okay, so we could ask Patrice. Maybe she knows.
You have a question for me. I see it.
Let's see.
What do you think of the castle exhibition?
Because I think it's
It is
awesome,
our
and it's like a
patrimony.
totally free
Quite
museum,
a
which is like
selection
the
of
best thing
priceless
ever.
and cherished jewels. A shame so few get to see their beauty.
Yeah.
With gems that rare, I'm sure people must travel from all over the world to see them.
And probably
And they do,
attract
But they are
thieves
very
too.
rarely on display.
Yeah,
can
I
only
mean,
see
if they
them on
have, a
special
jewel on
occasions,
display, I'm not
like now.
surprised that they're having
Sometimes you
art
wait
and jewelry
20
thefts. I'm really
years.
not surprised.
You may get the chance to see them yourself, if you don't mind waiting in long lines. I would wear jewels like that every day if I could.
Do you know Oscar Dvorak?
His name? No. If he came in, I might know by how he takes his coffee.
I need to open a file that's too big for my phone. Do you have a laptop I could use?
Laptop? No. You should go to Apparat. They
Wonder
sell
what
computers.
Apparat means
Many
in
choices,
Czech.
none too expensive.
Thank you. Is it far from here?
Oh, you will want to go there anyway. It is in Old Town Square. You will see it.
More sightseeing! Yay! Yes, I still want to go to Prague because just wandering around this virtual city is just so gorgeous. So yeah, I do want to visit Prague someday. Okay.
Have you visited Slotty Custom Jewelry?
Zlati? Ah, I could not even afford to walk in.
Do you know Vladena Slotty?
Oh, Vladena.
She visits from
I
time
thought
to
it was like
time.
Vladena.
She
so
only
it's
drinks
Vladena.
black coffee. I tell her she should take a pinch of cinnamon, which is my preference. She doesn't listen.
So you don't know her well.
I know all I need to.
That's kind of interesting that Patrice doesn't know anybody in this city very well, but she's been here for many years. You'd think that she would know, like, the jewelry person or the museum director or curator. Yeah, it's just kind of weird that she's lived in Prague for so long, but it's like she doesn't know anybody who lives in Prague, which is just kind of weird. You'd think that, like, somebody who has lived there, like, a long time would know more about their neighbors or
Have
other
you
people
had
in
any
the
more
city.
troubles with your coffee maker?
Hopefully I said that right.
Kind of
I feel
you
like
to
I'm in a
ask.
circle.
So far, so coffee.
Thank you. I'll be back if I get lost
Alright,
on
we're
the way
on
to
our way to
Apparat.
Apparat, which is the
Before
lovely
you
fancy
go, a
computer
small
store.
favor.
Another missing part?
Could you bring this coffee to the man sitting over there on your way out?
I don't see why not.
Ooh, I bet
Thank
Patrice has a crush on him. Yeah, I bet they like each other. Do. Alright, so we're gonna talk to this lovely
I
man
believe
right
this
here.
is
This
for
lovely
you.
gentleman right here.
Ah, thank you. Patrice's latest victim,
So is
I
it
see.
Patrice or
I take it
Patricia?
she makes a
'Cause I
habit of
pronounce it
enlisting
like either
customers.
Patricia or Patrice.
Only those too kind to say no. I never shy from an opportunity to serve.
Oh, he seems like a nice dude.
In that case, I might
Yeah,
have a
he seems like a
question or
nice guy.
two.
That's probably why
My
I
name
like
is Nancy
Patrice
Drew.
and like Leo
We
like
also-
each other.
Welcome to Prague.
I noticed you dropped some cards.
My simple pleasure? A game called Marius, where you collect
Is
tricks
it
to win.
Marius
We play
or
with
Marius
a smaller deck
or
that
Marius?
you may be
I don't know how you
familiar
pronounce
with.
that. Like I said, I can't pronounce
Oh,
anything.
I've played a
Dutch.
trick-taking game like that before. Maybe I could play you sometime.
Ooh.
No, not a good idea.
Well, if this is like Scopa, I'd be really great at it because
Why
I am
not?
like the best Scopa player ever.
It is not polite for me
So
to
yes, I bet I could
defeat
learn
tourists,
Marios or Marios.
You're
I bet I could learn
confident.
And
the game
we
he's
need
playing
3
pretty
or 4
quickly.
players.
And I
With
probably
a
would
full
like
deck of
totally kill
cards.
him at this.
I keep losing mine.
You're like, oh no.
Another time then.
Caitlin has beat me at my own game. Oh dear.
Do you serve as a priest near here?
I am honored to serve at St. Vitus Cathedral. Though
Oh, nice.
I can't claim the same preeminence as the kings and emperors and saints laid to rest there.
A cathedral must be a lot of work.
And I bet it has
Not
lots
from
of
me. It is owned by the
lovely,
Czech
lovely
people,
artwork
like the rest
and
of the palace complex.
things.
I do my small part.
Okay, so yeah, I would love to see the cathedral. I don't know what kind of style or architecture it is, and I hope it's like Gothic because that's like my favorite type of architecture, and it is so gorgeous. And I bet it has lots of beautiful stained glass windows, and possibly a gorgeous rose window. All right.
You must have heard about the gem forgeries in Prague. What do you think?
Not the usual tourist question.
Well, Nancy isn't your average tourist.
I'm not the usual tourist.
What is your interest?
I met Adela Cherna yesterday. Do
Oh,
you know
so
her?
it's Cherna. See,
She had her own
I thought it
necklace
was
stolen.
Sersna.
The museum forgeries are in the past, but perhaps the threat remains. Well, I have friends at the palace. I should ask them about the state of our security.
Probably a good idea.
Please do. I would still like to know more about how the investigation has turned up no leads.
Oh, I see no harm. Come find me in my cathedral office.
I should get
Get
going.
going. Yeah, he seems like a super
Good.
wonderful dude. So I don't
But
think he
don't
is
be
behind
too
any of
long.
the
I am
forgeries
leaving town soon.
or
I
thefts.
hope to see you before I go.
He looks very handsome. And he also looks like my cousin. How are half the people in these how are half the people in this game like either look like people that I know or look like my cousins? So yeah, Adela does look like my cousin, and Reddick, who is over here, looks like my other cousin. Almost like exactly like them, which is just so freaky. Okay, but no, they're not Czech. I love that. How many chores equal a laptop? Well, it's probably going to be a bunch of chores, Nancy. And of course, like, she'll probably have to do them. Yeah. Alright. So let's go to Apparat, which is in Old Town. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. So let's go explore Old Town. And I bet it's super lovely. Oh, so I think that the loading image is supposed to be like a painting of Old Town. Alright, welcome to Old Town. It is very beautiful. It is very beautiful. It looks like they have a lot of stuff. I'm so bad at commentary. Okay. Looks like they have some kind of cathedral, so that must be the cathedral. Oh man, that is gorgeous. Okay, and then that is the clock, which has like 4 different ways of telling time. But it is super gorgeous.
This clock tells time in so many ways.
Yeah, like
I can't
4
wait to tell
different
Ned
ways.
that I'm
I
actually
don't know how
here.
anybody tells time in Prague. Cool. Awesome. I wonder if I could take a picture of it. No, you're in my photo. Alright, so let me get out my camera. Oh. Oh, which one was the camera button? There we go. And I think that's the cathedral over there. Okay, that's good. Okay, so we're going to we're going to go to Apparat, which is the computer store / antique store. Okay, so this looks like your basic kind of normal, well, maybe not basic, this looks like your average kind of normal computer store. You know, they have a bunch of laptops for sale and, of course, all kinds of fancy doodads for your celly phone. Okay, so we're going to talk to her.
Hello, what can I do for you?
That obvious I speak
I speak
English?
I guessed right. I also guess you need some tech?
I do.
You either wanted that, my school notes, or a puppet, so... I am Elka. What can I get you?
I'm Nancy Drew. It's nice to meet you, Elka.
I like it on her laptop that she has stickers from stuff from the previous game. So she has one from Danger and Deception Island, which is Whale World. I still want to get that t-shirt because it's so cool. Let's see, that is from Message in a Haunted Mansion. That's the Phoenix symbol. Trail of the Twister, like all the candy. That is Shattered Medallion, so that was the one that was in New Zealand. And then Cathedral, which is the organization that Nancy was investigating. And Scotland.
Do you have a small laptop? Something with lots of storage space. Nothing fancy.
Super adorable puppy.
Yes, of course. I have one secondhand that I wiped clean myself.
That sounds perfect.
Almost perfect. It is missing a charger, but you should be able to find one at an internet cafe.
So, if she's Czech,
I know a place.
How come she doesn't have an accent? Or she speaks English really well. I find that kind of weird.
You can't mention a puppet and not explain why.
Ugh, I
My
hate
grandfather.
puppets. Those things are
He
so
works on the
freaky.
collectibles side of
Ugh.
Apparat. He fixes, among other
Those things
gadgets and
are
junk,
always, like,
puppets
staring
and
at you.
marionettes.
Ugh, do you not
Junk?
like puppets?
You must not care for his work much.
Oh, I love him, of course. But don't tell him I called his work junk. And especially don't tell Radek.
Cause somebody had a crush on Radek. Yes, I bet Elka and Radek love each other.
Who is Radek?
Ah, you have not been to the Marionette Theater. Radek is a boy with floppy hair and a cute smile who puts on puppet shows for kids and tourists.
Yeah, I think
A
Elka
cute
likes
smile.
Radek.
You
Yes,
will
he
not
does.
tell him I said so.
Of course not.
Or
My
like
grandfather
maybe they
fixes
like
his
each
marionettes
other.
whenever they fall
I
apart,
don't-
which
So
is
I'm
often.
Yeah.
I never know what to say to him.
Hello is a start.
Radek
so I have
always
a
seems
feeling
so
that-
preoccupied.
So Elka likes
Who knew
Radek, but I
puppetry
don't know
was
if
so
Radek likes
stressful?
Elka. Or maybe they like each other, but they don't know that each other likes them. I think it's like that kind of thing.
So, you are still in school. What are you studying?
Yes, I'm studying computer science with a
Uh-huh.
focus on cybersecurity.
Oh, that raises
Impressive.
a red flag. Because,
Why cybersecurity?
because
No matter how tech literate you are, you can never be too careful on the internet these days.
I'm just going around in circles.
Sounds like you have a reason to be cautious.
So,
Have you had any cybersecurity issues yourself?
Kind of raises a red
Some
flag.
believe that
because reading
local
the
hackers
synopsis
have been
of
harassing
this
government sites,
thing-
but I am not the government, so I
Yeah,
don't
so reading
care.
the synopsis of this game,
Who
it
do
sort
you
of started
think the
out with
hackers
like,
are?
like a jewelry theft.
Students,
and something
perhaps.
about cybersecurity. So yeah, that's a red flag because, well, one, she knows computer science, and two, she has an interest in cybersecurity. I'm not saying that she could be working with the art thieves or forger people, jewelry forger people, but she could be. Although, that would make her too obvious of a suspect. Although it could be that obvious, so she is a suspect, so yeah. So far, either she gets Vladilena or Elka. Elka only because she knows about cybersecurity and computers. And the other part of this mystery is like with hacking, so yeah, it could be her.
Thank you for the laptop.
Fudge.
Feel
I
free
saw
to
this whole
return
thing
here if
again.
you have any troubles with it.
Man, I played way too many
And
of
do
these.
let me know
It's
you
so
see
good.
Radek's show.
Thank you. I will. See you.
Okay, so... Alright, let's see. Suspects. Okay, so we just met Elka, who is the computer person. We've got Leo, who is a priest who works at the cathedral. Hey, Dadu! Doing one of these mystery things, and I think it's like, you know, the board games that I play where I'm like super freaking smart and I figured everything out.
Alright.
Dude, I hate that. It's like they really need to make more harder detective games.
Добрый
den. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, which is
I hope
basically
it's all
hello. So
right
I'm not
if
sure
we
it's
speak in
Dobry den or
English.
Dobry den.
Yes, it is okay.
It's the only word that I can pronounce in Czech. Okay.
I see you are quite the artisan and collector. I found this iron key. Can you tell me what it's for?
It's one of the 7 keys of Prague.
The 7 keys of
yeah,
Prague.
because this is Mystery of
if
the
you
7
don't know,
Keys. So yeah, this
I
is
shouldn't
one of
tell
the
you.
7 keys.
Now I have to know.
Let me see the key. You found it where?
In an old book in the Hunger Künstler Cafe.
We Czechs have many legends. The legend of the 7 keys is one every Czech child learns. Even
I
you can
wonder
learn
if
about
this-
it at
that
the
is actually
marionette
a real
show in
legend.
the square.
Don't know
When you
anybody
come back,
from
I
the
will
Czech
tell you what
Republic,
I learned
but I
from
would
it.
like
No
to ask
charge.
them if that is
Thank
an
you.
actual legend. Thank you.
Elka was right. You don't have any computers I can use.
Computers belong to her side of the shop.
Okay, so he,
What do you
I guess he
focus
likes
on?
fixing things and
Anything
tinkering
that
with
needs
things.
fixing. From the time when craft mattered.
Yeah, so he likes tinkering
What
with
kind
things,
of crafts?
fixing with things. I have a
Things that
feeling
require
that, like,
skills
he
handed
has
down
an interest
through
in history
generations.
and possibly,
And a few trinkets.
let's mess up. Yeah, so I'm gonna guess that, Marek, which is a wonderful name, I'm gonna guess that Marek is probably one of those types of people who has a strong interest in history, but also likes tinkering with things. What am I trying to say with this? Yeah, so I'm gonna guess that he is really interested in preserving the history of Prague, and he has an interest in history, and yes, he loves tinkering and fixing things, so I guess it kind of makes sense that he does what he does, or he works where he works.
Does Elka run the shop?
So freaking awkward.
She would like to think so. I tell her to go study, but she does not listen. She works too hard like her
Mother?
mother.
Does her mother work here too?
I actually,
Her mother
in real life, I
passed
actually knew somebody
some
named
time ago.
Marek, and
I'm sorry.
yes, he was a guy.
We do all right.
Oh, he was super nice. So yeah, I like the name
I
Marek.
should get going.
Yeah, come back sometime.
Okay, it's a good place to stop. Once again, I am Caitlin, and this is Nancy Drew, Mystery of the 7 Keys.